Hello, and welcome to yet another episode of Jazzy Jeff's Trading Card Review Series. These are trading cards. I'm Jazzy Jeff. Let's review. So, today's episode is a special one, as you saw in the title of the episode, as well as the description. These are not a set of cards or any particular type of cards. They are just the standard mix of cards that I got from a.k.a. Art Wench, my great friend and fan, Brenda. She had sent a care package about a month or so ago, and obviously these came inside that care package, and that video was already so long and so jam-packed full of so many goodies that I just didn't want to make it any longer, and I wanted to open these up separately, and I figured, hey, I could make an episode out of this stack of cards, so why not? I did peek inside, but I don't remember what all the cards were. But I do remember that there was a note or a letter that had indicated some of these cards were damaged. Unfortunately, life happens. So I do expect a few of the cards to be damaged, which isn't a big deal. Like I said, things happen. Oh well. But anyway, I figured it would be a great excuse to just make another episode because, like I said, I wanted to bring back the series and bring it back in a big way and do as many card openings as I could. So this definitely counts as sort of a sealed pack. Sort of. So anyway, I'm just going to jump right into it. So as always, it says, to Jeffy, the jazziest of them all. So there is that to prove that I truly am the jazziest of them all. Okay, so up first, I'm just going to start with what is on top. So, as per usual, she threw in some Garbage Pail Kids cards because she knows how much of a fan of Garbage Pail Kids. If anybody has been watching my videos lately, I've been doing a lot of stuff on Garbage Pail Kids. I've been posting a lot on Facebook. I did a Facebook Live video where I showed off the We Hate the 80s trading cards. I may see if I have time, if I'm able to, I may pick some more up, and I may actually do a legit episode of the Trading Card Review series. So I'll see. But anyway, outside of that, let's talk about these cards here. So up first, this is an awesome card. I may give this to my good friend Nick, because he is like the biggest Super Mario fan in the world, so I'll see, because I do like this quite a bit. But we have Messy Mario. That is awesome. Obviously in reference to Super Mario, and you have Bowser flushing the plumber down the drain. These are 2012 cards, so I don't know if this is when they started the series up again. I'm not sure what run this would be. Joe Grotesque, you may know once you see a few more, but this is 2012, so I think this was the newer series at that time when they re-released them. I think they stopped doing them for a few years. I forget what years they were, but anyway, that's great, Brenda. Thank you so much. This one's very interesting looking. This is like the classic kind of style of the cards, very gross. Here we have Jam and Julie, which looks like a brain. So that is definitely very gross, very Garbage Pail Kids. Okay, up next we have Trashy Trixie. So this is yet another classic looking Garbage Pail Kids card of like the old push vacuums eating a bunch of trash. Or actually, it's more of the, it's not even a push vacuum, it's the old bins. I used to have bins like this when I worked at the State Theater, and we literally had one little broom and one little pan and sweep it right into it. So that's awesome. That brings back some memories of the State Theater. right there. Ooh, this one's a great one. This is one of the ones that got a little banged up, but I like this one a lot. We have Screaming Stewart. That is amazing. Obviously, a take on the Scream. And the Scream was a big one. Has always been a big favorite of mine over the years. So that is incredible. I love the Scream, so that was a good pick out. And then the one that got the most damage, unfortunately, and it's my favorite, is Hollow Wendy. But who knows? I may be able to come across another of these at some point. But yeah, that is so cool. It's so Halloweeny with the candy and the brains and the body parts. And yeah, that just screams Halloween. So that is great. That is awesome. Okay, so that was it. Those were the Garbage Pail Kids cards. Then it looks like she gave me some Disney cards. So let's check out the Disney cards, of course. So up first, we have some Finding Nemo cards. So these are very awesome. So we have, is this Finding? Yeah, this is Finding Nemo from 2003. So this is Nigel. This was the seagull, of course, the older seagull, who he basically like hated the dumb. He was the head of the seagulls or whatever, and the ones that were always going mine, mine. So there is that for the Finding Nemo fans. This creature was cute. This was Pearl. She was a squid, if I'm not mistaken. So there is that. And then we have Tad, which was one of the other students, I think. And then Deb, who, yeah, Flo and Deb. I forget actually who Deb was. But anyway, there is that. So, couple Finding Nemo cards, and then it looks like we have a random. Oh, they're Disney Pixar cards. They're Disney Pixar treasures. That's what it is. So this is like a set. And then here is Princess Atta from A Bug's Life. And that obviously is all the way from 1998. I like Bug's Life a lot. Bug's Life is super underrated. I feel like it was a little bit ahead of its time. If it was released a little later, I think it would be a little bit remembered a little better. But everybody, like, essentially, I really like Ants better. And I know a lot of people that like Ants better. And I don't know what it is, but Ants was a great competitor to this film, and that was one of the few times that Disney lost out. But I still like Bug's Life a lot. Both films are great. I love movies about bugs. Here we have a Toy Story one. So this is pretty wild. Obviously, that was 1995. We have Slinky Dog, voiced by the late great. The guy that played Ernest P. Worrell, that's not his real name. I'm drawing a blank now. Why can't I think of him? Oh, man. I feel awful that I can't think of his name, but you guys know who I'm talking about. Obviously, leave his name in the comment section below. I don't want to just sit here thinking about it. But Slinky Dog, great character. And then the rest of these all appear to be The Incredibles from 2004. So here we have the daughter that turned invisible. Another really cool movie that was kind of like, I feel like it didn't get a whole lot of attention. Some of these cards are okay. There's nothing super crazy. Here's the reference to the Time magazine. What was this guy's name? Mr. Incredible. That's right. Duh, Mr. Incredible. So his heyday. And then here is another one of the daughter carrying the log. And here is the family. And here is memorable scenes. So I kind of forget this movie. Like I don't remember the details of it. I just remember overall it was entertaining. Yeah, most of these cards aren't anything super special. Nothing against Brenda, of course, but they're just kind of your standard cards. And then here are Disney Pictures outtake cards, and I got 2 of them. So this Toy Story 2, obviously Jazzy, and it's saying Buzz is trying to stay serious, but Woody is in a Buzz Lightyear package making faces. It's too much for Buzz, who breaks character. Cut. Everyone's a comedian in this galaxy. So the great Toy Story 2 from 1999, they did this outtakes, which is really cool. I always loved that about Toy Story. They always did outtakes, and I thought that was really cool. But yeah, this is pretty crazy. This is pretty wild, and I love that the card kind of comes to life a little bit with Jazzy popping out there. So those are definitely cool. And then finally, these cards I don't know a lot about. These are Cartoon Network Dare Off Duo cards. So I feel like Odd Pod, this is probably would be a great time for Odd Pod to jump in and talk about these, because he probably knows more about these than I do. But this is Foster's Home for the Imaginary Friends. I never watched that show, so I guess you're supposed to do like what the card says. There's like different dares on here, and that's pretty cool. But I just like, yeah, that I pretty much missed out on that. And then, but I have heard of that particular TV show. This one I never heard of. Camp Laszlo. If anybody knows what that is, Dan, you're weird and you're into all this weird stuff. I'm sure you know Camp Laszlo probably better than I do. You probably have posters and T-shirts and DVDs, but I have no idea what this is. This looks like it's up Odd Pod's alley. I'll be sure to include a clip of Odd Pod.
Okay, I'm heading to art class now.
Okay, see you later.
Bye.
Hello?
Hello?
Are you Dan from Oddpod?
Yep, that's me.
Ah, then I'm in the right place.
Okay, who are you?
I'm here to shut you down.
What?
What?
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. I'm here to shut down pointless videos on the internet.
ArtPod isn't pointless. We're here to show the viewers all the things they loved as a child and just have that feeling of nostalgia again.
Okay, well, 1, you don't have enough subscribers, so you can't be that good at your job. 2, you were sleeping. Where's the nostalgia?
He wasn't sleeping, he was in deep thought.
Yeah, what he said.
It's not good enough. Where are the toy reviews, cartoon reviews, and other stuff?
Oh, they're not part of the show anymore. They're separate on the channel.
So what is the point of this show then?
Well, I bring different, more fun elements to the show now.
Like what?
Yeah, like what?
Shut up. Like this My Pet Monster review.
Hey, get your hands off me. I'm not getting involved. This is your mess. I'm out of here.
Here he goes.
Yeah, I'm shutting
So
you down.
obviously he's into all that stuff. So anyway, guys, here's the cards. I don't have a whole lot to say about these because I'm not familiar with them. However, of all of the Cartoon Network cards, there's one TV show here that I know. And I'm very excited to show this card because this is a great card. So this is Ed, Edd and Eddy. That show was awesome. And it's got the whole cast pretty much. That's like all the main people. Even Plank is in there if you look really close. So there you have it. So anyway, this wasn't anything too crazy, just something short and sweet. I guess you could say this is like the clip show episode or the filler episode. But But it's nice to kind of do a smaller, shorter, quicker video sometimes. You know, it's less work. You know, it's a little bit easier. However, I do have a bonus item. Obviously, at the end of my trading card review episodes, I usually like to show a bonus special item. So today's episode, I did show this before in my Hanover trip video. I had gone to Timeline Arcade. Shout out to Timeline, as well as shout out to the town of Hanover. There was an incredible video game store called Vault Video Games that had video games as well as retro action figures and other collectibles. And during that trip, I picked up Ripley from the Aliens series. So this is absolutely phenomenal. Unfortunately, you can tell that the box got wet. That kind of shit just happens, you know what I mean? The box even looks like it might be growing some mold and or mildew. So I may actually open this up since the box is not in the best of condition. But I'm not going to do that now. I'll probably do that later on. I'll just, just to keep her protected. But yeah, this is really awesome. This is part of the Aliens Kenner toy line from 1992. Obviously, Aliens came out in 1986. And I had some of the Aliens figures growing up, but I never had any of the Marines or any of the humans or anything. So this is really awesome. This was a big deal for me to find this. And I got her at a good deal, too. They gave me a little bit of a discount because I said to them, that this box is really damaged. And it's a shame because I want to keep her sealed, but if you look close enough, you can see that there's like mold and or mildew. And once that starts growing, there's not a whole lot that you can do about that. So, it is what it is, but I think it'll be worth it to open this up. Plus, there's a 16-page Dark Horse comic book. If you guys look really close, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to open this right now. Fuck it. Let's just do this now because this box is coming. I just realized this box is coming apart. So I'm just going to pop this sucker open. This is happening. This is happening, people. Looks like this is going to be quite the awesome video. So, wow, she literally fell right out. And holy cow, man, she holds on to this gun like really well. Look at that. So, oh, that's so cool. So when she turns, look at that. Flames come out. That is so fucking cool. And then here is another weapon, so I guess you can take... Does this weapon fit on here somewhere? Oh, I see. You can basically pop that off. And then... Oh, okay. So then you could pop that off. And it looks like... There's like this extra weapon here, but she's not really doing a good job of holding it. So, oh, I see. It's supposed to go on her back. There it is. Oh, okay. It's because she had the flamethrower. That's cool. So, yeah, that goes on her back. And then this. Okay, so she's supposed to hold that. So, there you go. And then when you turn her, there it is. That's the full fucking... And then this is on here. You can put stickers all over the barrel. I guess all over the gun. So I will be sure to put those stickers on. I'll have to use this as a yeah, it shows where some of the stickers go. So yeah, I'm not going to do that during the video, but I'm definitely going to do that for sure. But this is awesome. This is such a cool toy. And then here is the comic book. Wow, look at this. Look at that. And oh geez, this thing is like really hard to hold because it's all... I'll have to unroll this and put it under a flat surface. But yeah, this is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. So, all right, well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen that watched this video. This is incredibly cool. This is super awesome. Oh, wow, the book is literally coming apart. So, this is crazy. All right, well, there you have it. So, I got nothing else to show you. Ladies and gentlemen, you got a bonus with today's episode. So, I really hope that you've enjoyed today's episode of Jazzy Jeff's trading card review series. You never know what's going to happen here in the illustrious game room. Sometimes stuff just goes down and the episode changes. So I really appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you next time.
Because of the grisly subject matter presented in the motion picture, Night of the Zombies, no person under 17 years of age will be allowed in the theater unless they are accompanied by a parent or certified adult guardian. Night of the Zombies will be shown in its uncut version, and certain scenes may be quite shocking to some people. Again, we repeat, no one under 17 years of age will be admitted to Night of the Zombies unless they are accompanied by a parent or certified adult guardian.